Aaron, right here. Other side. Right here.
Hey.
Congrats, man. I feel like we've been waiting to talk to you after a UFC win for like the better part of the last decade. So I guess, how's it feel to, not just win, but kind of get that monkey off your back of, getting your first UFC victory?
Yeah, I just keep repeating to my coaches and everybody that I'm so happy right now. It's been a hard 3.5 months, the hardest training camp of my life. Obviously, with a big loss like my last one in Chicago, it played some mental tricks on me, but I'm just really happy. It was a hard training camp. I had a lot of good kickboxers and grapplers, and I knew I was capable of what I did tonight, and I just had to stay patient and show it, and I did it tonight, so I'm excited.
When you say it was the hardest one, was that just something that you had to do, like kind of put yourself in like an uncomfortable situations all camp? Because you also kind of alluded to kind of readjusting your approach to the fights and kind of relearning. So I guess what made it so hard?
Yeah, to be the best fighter in the world, you have to train with guys that are better than you in some areas, whether it's kickboxing, grappling, all around things. My coaches are great, Coach Greg and Brandon, and they came out to Morocco to help me. I worked a lot with Coach Roberto Barreiro, who's in Morocco, and like I said, I'm just very thankful for His Majesty King Mohammed VI of allowing me to do my camp in Morocco, and we brought in the best guys, and I'm very thankful for His Majesty and helping me, because this was a very tough time for me after that last loss, and we put together a great training camp and we got the victory. So
I don't know if any of the chatters reached you, but like on the internet and even on the broadcast, it's very much like this seems to be the best Aaron Pico we've seen. Like even that going back to your Bellator performances, it's just people seem very blown away. So for yourself, what did it feel like in there? Was it like, did you feel like this is the best that you had ever done, or is this you always knew you could do this? It's just a matter of showing off what you could do.
I felt everything was slow in there. I felt like my punches were slow, and I have to go back and watch it. I felt like I was hitting him, and his blood was coming down his face, but I felt like everything was so slow, and I saw his punches. It just slowed down for me. But no, I have a lot of things to work on. He got up for me. I need to hold him down, but he's a veteran. I mean, how many times has he won? How many times was he champion in Bellator? He fought the top guys, and I was just a better fighter tonight. So, but much respect to him.
And we've obviously been asking you about Pitbull for years at this point. So being in there to preparing for him over the last several years, what was it like compared to game planning to actually being in there?
Yeah, the game plan for this fight was just to be long, use my footwork. He's a big counter guy, and don't get emotional. You look at all my fights, when I get emotional, I take some heavy shots. That's why I laugh when people say, oh, he doesn't have a chin or he doesn't have that. It's unfortunate. It just sometimes shit luck. The big shot that I've taken, I just have been in really bad position because I just get emotional and put myself in bad position. And I think anybody would go out from the shots that I've taken, but I just got to be smart and use my skills. And I'm a well-rounded martial artist.
Is that why you were pointing at your head to him when he was trying to goad you in there?
Yeah. I'm not going to take no chances. I want to make all my money tonight. That's for sure.
And I guess in terms of what's next for you, like, are there names you want to fight? Is there places you want to fight, or like dates and times make sense?
Yeah, of course. I want to fight ranked guys. I hope this puts me in the rankings. I'd love to get a rematch with Ron Murphy. I'd love to run that back. There's Movsar. There's so many guys in the division, and this is one of the toughest weight classes in the UFC. So I'm gonna enjoy tonight, but I was hungry to get a win, but now I'm starving to become a champion. So I got a lot of work to do.
So by this time next year, do you think you'll have either fought or preparing to fight for a UFC title?
Right now, I'm gonna enjoy my moment, and I'm gonna stay in the process. That's sometimes I have a tendency to look too far in the future. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it takes me out of my process, and the task at hand is to win the next fight in front of you. So I hope that's the case, but we just take it one day at a time.
Congrats, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Aaron?
I know that fighters display like a lot of confidence throughout fight week, but given the fact that you had come off a very bad KO, were there any doubts during fight week that were creeping in? Any fears going in there?
This week, no. I'm being truthful, but the months leading up to it, yeah, I had some rough nights, overthinking and I'm an athlete. I'm a person, so it's you overthink stuff. And I had some sleepless nights. I was joking with the doctors. I said I haven't slept good in 3.5 months thinking about this fight. I said you got a pack of smokes on you. I need to calm down, and just a joke. But this week I had a lot of fun. I had my team around me. We laughed a lot. The weight cut was really easy, and I just told myself enjoy fight week, have fun out there. And before I left the arena, I said I want to have fun. I want to enjoy this. One day I'm going to be 60 years old, or hopefully I live that long. But I'm going to be old one day, and I'm going to say, man, remember those times you'd be so nervous before a fight? And I said, we're going to look back on these times, so enjoy it right now. And I had a good night. It was good.
And you were very composed out there. Is that what we can expect moving forward? Because we've seen some performances, and it's worked out for you many times, but we've seen some performances where you're very, very aggressive, right?
Yeah, of course. I still have that dog in me, but I want to keep him, locked up unless, one day, maybe the 5th round where I say, I got to go, I got to, throw. But if I'm winning a fight, and I took him down and I'm landing my shots, why do I have to get a knockout? Just when the knockout will come. So that's been the whole approach this fight camp, is just let it come. In sparring, if I got 2 takedowns, Coach Roberto would say, you're winning the round. Be smart, use your jab, stick and move. And how I sparred is exactly how I fought tonight, and it was, I'm happy, honestly.
And when you joined Bellator, people thought, okay, future Bellator champion, et cetera, but that never came. You never were able to fight for the belt. And obviously then Bellator, got absorbed by PFL, et cetera. But by fighting and beating Pitbull tonight, do you feel like you almost got some closure in that chapter of your career? Because you did end up beating the guy, right? He was the man in Bellator.
Yeah, I haven't put too much thought into that. The goal was just to win. Didn't matter who it was. I know what he's done, but it was just to win. But I have a lot more confidence knowing I beat a former world champion, and the guys that he's fought, I know I'm capable of becoming the best fighter in the world. And today was just a little bit more confidence in myself, and we're on to the next one.
Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
Aaron, over here.
Yes, ma'am.
So since you and Patricio Pitbull have fought in Bellator before, this fight could have happened back in Bellator. Do you feel like you've proved you're the best fighter to come from there?
From Bellator?
From Bellator. Yes.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I didn't win a world championship in Bellator or anything like that. I just took it one day at a time. I had some great moments in fights there. Had some ups and downs, but it's a new chapter in my life, being here in the UFC, and I'm very thankful to be here. And my whole goal is just to be world champion in the UFC. But if I'm being truthful, I haven't really thought about that. To just be upfront. Sorry.
Thank you.
No worries.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aaron, right over here.
Yes, sir.
So before the fight, Pitbull had said that every time you've been knocked out, you turn into a wrestler in the next fight. Did that make you want to kind of prove a point with your hands in your boxing here?
No, I just wanted a clean fight. I really just wanted to go out there and show all my skills. I knew I can take him down. I knew I can box with him. And I showed that tonight. But I didn't want to... One thing Coach Greg always says, no emotional value on anything. I don't need to put emotional value on, I have to take him down, I have to prove him wrong. I have to just focus on myself and focus on my skills. And if I do that, I'll win. And I clearly did that tonight.
Yeah, your boxing looked very sharp tonight. You ended up dropping him in round 2. Were you surprised at all that he was able to take some of the punches you were throwing at him?
For sure, I was surprised. Or I wasn't surprised, excuse me. The coaches told me that. They said, you're going to hurt this guy. You're going to hit him hard, and he's going to try to lure you in and then counter you. So if you do hurt him, take your time or take him down. And I wasn't going to fall for it. He's a veteran, and I'm like a young guy that wants to show my skills, and I had to really just slow my roll and just take my time. And yeah, the game plan was perfect tonight.
So this was only your 3rd career fight that ever went to do a decision to the 15-minute distance. You look great. The cardio looked great there. Do you think that your finishing ability has kind of masked the fact that you can put on a masterclass performance for 15 minutes?
Yeah, I've never had an issue with my cardio. Like going into the fight, cardio has never been my issue. It's been a mental thing. Is it just getting overly excited. Cardio has never been my issue. I started wrestling when I was 4 years old, and cardio. I never ran out of gas or anything like that, so I'm excited to fight 25 minutes. I can go three rounds. getting tired is not a problem for me. It's just being smart. I just want to work on my fight IQ, and today was one step closer to becoming the fighter I ultimately want to be.
Aaron, over here, congrats on the win. I know you mentioned that Khamzat Chimaev gave you some really detailed advice. How do you see his fight going next month, and what's the biggest thing you've taken from your time with him?
Well, I think Khamzat's going to win, and I'm rooting for him. But one thing I like being around Khamzat is he's just a guy that works hard. I mean, he just goes and does his job. He loves what he does. He's very intense when he does his workouts. We're always when I'm in there with him, we're pushing each other, but also he's I've said it time and time again, just a very humble guy. He's got a professional team, and before I left to this fight, I said, hey, Khamzat, can you show me a few positions? I want to ask you what you do from here, and he was really happy to show me, and yeah, just a great guy, really cool, and his whole team is just awesome, so that's motivating to be around him.
Congrats on the win.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Aaron, right here. You said cardio wasn't an issue. You were looking at the screen a lot. What were you looking at the screen for in that last round?
I was just looking at the time, to be honest with you. I just wanted to look at the time. I wasn't tired. I just want to see, I don't know. I don't really have an answer. I just was looking at the time.
Okay, thank you.
It's all right. It's all right.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.